Hello friends, welcome back once again in the video lecture series of system programming. Today I am going to teach you about software tools. So before going to tell you about what do you mean by software tools, first of all I would like to tell you about in software tools we are going to learn these contents. So first is what are the software tools and how it is useful for program development. This is the first point that we will discuss. The second one, we will discuss about editors. We will discuss about editors. What are the editors? Editors are nothing but in the programming whenever we like to correct something. So there we have to go with editors. There are several types of editor, mainly there are 5 types of editors that I am going to teach you when I will exclusively take the section editor. Next, debug monitor. Debug monitor is also a very important tools in software tools because whenever you are interacting with a large program, so instead of writing all the codes and after writing all the codes, finally you will examine that your program is correct or not, it will be useless. So between some span of time, we should check it out whether my program is going in a good way or not. So there we will study about debug monitors, right? After that we will focus on programming environments. What do you mean by programming environments? Programming environments is also a system programming tools which is the integrated software which mainly works when we are creating a program, editing a program, executing that program, testing that program, and finally debugging that program. So all these activities are coming in programming environments only. So in that we will going to study many things about dialog monitors or debug monitors and all that, right? So, and last but not least, we will also focus on user interface. Why user interface? Because ultimately whatever the software that we are making, we are developing, we are just making for the user. So it must be user friendly. अगर हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर यूजर फ्रेंडली होगा then only we can say that it will be more and more applicable in the real sense. So next, so let's talk about software tools in details. Actually, whenever we are going for computation or computing is having two activities. It is having two activities. First is your program development. And second one is known as your use of application program. Use of application software. Right? So, in software tools, we are going to study about computation, and in computation mainly there are two things: program development and use of application software. That means, first of all, the programmer or designer develops the program, and after that, that is being used as application software for the user. In these two activities, mainly language processor and operating system plays an important role, right? In between program development and use of application software, language processor, that is LP, and OS plays a very important role, right? But besides these two programming languages, one more thing is very important for translating or for converting this program development into application software, that is known as a special type of program, and that program is known as software tools, right? So in the further diagram, I would like to tell you about this software tools with the help of diagram and some definition. System tools can be defined in such a way. This is a formal definition. System tool is a system program which interface a program with the entry generation, right? With the entity, not entry, it is entity generation. This is entity generation, right? And second, what it does, it also have an interface, the result of a program which entity consume them. That means through this programming, through this diagram, we can understand that initially the originator is there, and the originator is having the program, and that program or data is in the raw form, right? It is in the raw form or it is in the crude form. So originator के पास जो भी data या program होता है, that is not a pure form, it is a raw form. That is why system tools is needed. System tool is needed to transform that raw program or data into the transformed program or data. This transformed program or data is pure form of this raw form of program or data. So raw form को transform करने के लिए we are using software tools, right? And after transforming the program or data, finally it is usable by your consumer, right? So this is the formal definition and diagram of software tools. Next, I am going to explain you about how software tools is used in programming development or program development. Okay? So here I am trying to explain how software tools are used in program development. So before that, we have to understand what are the main activities that are included in program development. So in program development, maybe you have studied in software engineering also. So I am not going deeper in the software engineering, but still I want to correlate this software tools for programming development with that software engineering little bit. So in software development, the first point is program design. After designing, some coding and documentation is there. So what does it mean? That in program development, program design, before starting coding, we have to design, we have to analyze and design on the basis of software specification. That is very important. That's why it here written as program designing. And after designing is finished, on the basis of designing, कोडिंग को हम लोग शुरुआत करते हैं, कोडिंग हम लोग करना शुरू करते हैं, and finally after coding everything is in the documented sheet. That is why in the first point I have included that program design, coding and documentation. Next point, प्रोग्राम डेवलपमेंट इज कि आपका जो प्रोग्राम होता है वो इस तरीके से हो कि वो मशीन रीडेबल फॉर्म में हो. मशीन रीडेबल फॉर्म मीन्स व्हाट, कि आफ्टर डूइंग कंपाइलेशन it should be taken by assembler very well, and after taking the program, this program as assembler, and after assembling it must be converted into your machine readable form. So that is also very important. After approaching or after building of a program in machine readable form, two aspects are very important. First aspect is linking and second aspect is loading. You might have heard about linkers and loaders. So linker, what it does, linker do the activity of linking. However, loader does the activity of loading. So after machine readable form, the program must be translated in such a way that linking and loading should be proper. After that, when all the thing has been completed, program must goes in your testing phase, right? Program must goes in testing phase. अब इसमें क्या होता है? Finally, before deployment, we must have to look after कि whether it is not having any error or what. So testing and debugging is the part of detecting errors and defects respectively. So that is also very important in program development, right? After that, performance tuning is very important. Performance tuning means what? Ultimately, before deployment, we should confirm that हमारा जो एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर जो बनकर के तैयार हुआ है, its performance is really very good, right? And the last one is your reformatting of data and the result of the program. That means अगर हम लोग अगर different data को अगर use करें तो भी हमारा जो result of the program है that should be adequate, that should be correct, that should be clear. So प्रोग्राम डेवलपमेंट की इतने सारे ये जो आपके जो फेजेस हैं, इसमें कहीं ना कहीं सॉफ्टवेयर टूल्स का इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत ज्यादा है, राइट? सो फर्दर आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ सॉफ्टवेयर टूल्स आर इंप्लीमेंटेड इन दीज इंडिविजुअल segments or these individual phases in program development. So in program design and coding, two features are very important, right? First is program generators and second one is programming environments. So first of all, let me tell you about what do you mean by program generator. Program generator generates a program which performs a set of function which is described in its specification. That means, as I have already told you, before designing or analysis of a program in software engineering, we have a specification, software specification. So on the basis of software specification, whatever decision has been taken in the specification, on that basis only program generates a program which performs a set of functions. That means on the basis of specification only program generator कुछ specific functions को perform करता है. Second, ये तो था पहली चीज. Second thing is what very important. It concerns only what functions. FNS यहाँ functions है. What functions will be performed? It merely means it merely bother about how the functions are being performed. फंक्शन कैसे परफॉर्म होगा उससे उसको कोई लेना देना नहीं होता है. तो जो फंक्शंस को परफॉर्म होने हैं सिर्फ उसको उतने से ही मतलब होता है. फंक्शन परफॉर्म कैसे होंगे इससे प्रोग्राम जनरेटर को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. दैट इज नॉट इट्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, राइट? सेकेंड वन इज योर programming environment. It is very important in programming design and coding. See, what is its definition? It's a formal definition. Program environments support the program coding by including awareness of syntax and semantics of a programming language. That means जब भी हम किसी भी प्रोग्राम में को किसी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के थ्रू हम उसको अगर इम्प्लीमेंट करना है या अगर किसी सॉफ्टवेयर को अगर बनाना है, चाहे हम C++ में बनाएं चाहे जावा में बनाएं, so first of all we have to have a very good awareness and very good understanding of syntax of Java and semantics of programming. What do you mean by semantics? Semantics means knowledge, logic. Knowledge and logic of a programming is known as semantic. So, to implement any our idea in any programming language, to develop an application software, we must have to have the knowledge and awareness of its syntax, how we are going to write the command, right? What is the formal definition of writing the commands, and how we can create the logic. So, program design and coding में इतना ही था. We are discussing about program entry and editing. Basically, in this section, what we are doing, we are just editing the programming code, right? Whatever we are writing the code, whether that code is editable or not. So, for editing the programming code, right? We are using text editor. What is the text editor? Say suppose you want to write a program of sum of the two numbers in C program. So you use a file that is sum.cpp, right? This is the name of the file. And you start writing about hash include, say hash include stdio.h, right? Hash include conio.h, right? Then main, like this. So where you are writing the things, that is known as your text editor, right? Okay, fine. So in text editor, mainly under the section of program entry and editing, there are two modes. First mode is command mode and second mode is data mode. Now, what do you mean by command mode? Command mode is the instruction which is given by the user or programmer. It should be executed properly, right? That is known as command mode. And what is data mode? Data mode means what? The data which is associated with the variables which is used in programming language must be executed in proper way so that the result should be given correct. So these two modes are very important in program entry and editing. Next, I will tell you about program testing and debugging. So now let us discuss about the next topic, that is program testing and debugging. It also comes under your program development and how the software tools are used in this program testing and debugging that I want to clear you in this session. So what do you mean by testing and what do you mean by debugging? Okay, fine. First of all, we have to be familiar with these two terminologies. Actually, testing and debugging are very, very similar to each other. In software engineering, although I am not teaching you software engineering in depth right now, keeping this in mind that आपने software engineering पहले पढ़ा होगा या कुछ आपके पास concept अगर होगा. So what do you mean by testing? Testing means determination of errors, right? That is known as testing. And what is debugging? Debugging is nothing but to track the defects, right? Tracking of defects is known as debugging, and determination of errors or to find out some errors is done by testing. So how it works in program testing and debugging. For program testing and debugging, actually we are having some criteria. What we are having, the first we are having test data generator. The first, for testing the program or for debugging the program, first of all we are having test data generator. Next, we are having automated test drivers, right? Next, we are having debug monitors, and fourth one we are having source code control system. Actually, all these four features are required to test the program and to find out the errors. So in first segment, in test data generator, basically what generator does, the generator tries to test the program entirely, and after testing the program entirely, it generates the number of errors at last, जैसे कि हम लोग कंपाइलर में देखते हैं. So that is being used by test data generator. Second type of generator is known as driver, that is known as automated test driver, and automated test driver does regression testing. अब regression testing क्या होता है? Regression testing ये होता है कि whenever you are doing any modification in any module in the entire program, पूरे प्रोग्राम के अंदर अगर कुछ भी आप अगर मॉडिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं तो देन एंड देयर एक बार टेस्टिंग हो जानी चाहिए. सो दैट इज नोन एज योर रिग्रेशन टेस्टिंग, एंड दैट टेस्टिंग इज डन बाय योर ऑटोमेटेड टेस्ट ड्राइवर्स. थर्ड वन इज योर, इस चीज को मैं आगे मैं बताऊंगा डीप में, दैट इज नोन एज योर डीबग मॉनिटर्स. डीबग मॉनिटर्स के बहुत सारे क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं, तो इसका यहाँ पे आप लोग यही समझ सकते हैं कि debug monitor is nothing but localization of errors. How to find the localization of error, that is done by debug monitor. And last one is your source code control system. See, in source code control system, there is a tracking of entire source code. अगर पूरे के पूरे सोर्स कोड में कहीं पर भी आप अगर मॉडिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं, कहीं पर भी अगर आपको अगर मॉडिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो इंस्ट्रक्शन के टाइम कर रहे हो, चाहे आप फंक्शन में कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप प्रोसीजर में कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप डिक्लेरेशन में कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप लूपिंग में कर रहे हैं, चाहे किसी भी स्ट्रक्चर में कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट डज source code control system does? Source code control system keeps the tracking of all the modification which is done on your source code, right? So here, next topic which is very important under program development is enhancement of program performance. Now, what do you mean by performance of a program, right? So let's decide, let's have a discussion on what are the important parameters on which program performance is based, right? So first is your analysis of algorithm. Right? And second one is your very important code optimization. Okay? So here are two parameters on which we can check the performance or we can enhance the performance of any program. Just for an example, I'm taking the first one. What is the analysis of algorithm? As you all know, analysis of algorithm is depending upon two factors. First is your time complexity, and second one is your space complexity. Right? First is your time complexity and second one is your space complexity. To understand these two complexities, let's take one example. Suppose I'm having a problem. See, this problem is known as your P. P is a problem. So to solve this problem, suppose I'm having four different algorithms. Right? Suppose A1 is first algorithm, A2 is second algorithm, A3 is third algorithm, and A4 is fourth algorithm. Right? Okay. Now, so out of these
4 algorithms. Now we have to calculate, we have to define which of them is better to solve this problem P. So for that, somebody will say, see, for example, for this problem we solve, for this one, A1 is best according to time complexity, and somebody is suggesting that A2 is best according to space complexity. So we should keep in this mind that among time complexity and space complexity, we have to consider time complexity always. Why? Because till now, because space complexity is till now it is under the process of research. A lot of process of research is going on space complexity. So for calculating the performance of a program, we have to focus on time complexity. Say for example, A1 is having the best time complexity among these 4, so I will choose for algorithm A1. Now it is not at all. Now this algorithm will be implemented in some programming language, and after implementation of this programming language in any this algorithm in any programming language, the concept of code optimization is very necessary, right? In the last video, when I was teaching you about phases of compiler, then I have taught you very broadly that how code optimization is done. अगर आपने अगर code optimization में अगर कोई भी डाउट है तो मेरा वो वीडियो आप देख सकते हैं. In code optimization, I have taken a separate instruction and I have tried to make it how code is optimized, right? So here I can conclude this topic only on the 2 bases of the factors that performance of any program is based on first analysis of algorithm, which is basically dependent upon what? Time complexity. We will just remove this one, space complexity. We will not bother about space complexity. But that is not at all. We will also have to focus on code optimization, which is done by whom? Which is done by compiler. It is done by compiler, and this is done by your programmer. So in program development, one important feature is your program documentation. Now somebody has asked me, sir, why documentation is very important? See, I have told at the time कि if you are under the program development phase, or say we can say if you are developing a software, right? So you have to follow some SDLC model, that is software development life cycle. And software development life cycle is based on the specification of software and hardware at the time of the fact when the project manager meets the customer and knows his desire, that what actually he wants to develop for the customer. So all those things must be written in a blueprint hard copy, right? वो जो documentation जो होता है वो एक ऐसा hard copy होता है, that is on the basis of that documentation only we have to proceed in the development of software. So in that documentation, some essential things are required, like suppose after some period of time, customer has changed his demand. So if he has changed his demand, or if he wants some additional features to be added in the development of software, so the previous documentation must be up to date. अगर previous document जो बना है वो अगर up to date नहीं होगा, तो हम जो नए features जो customer की जो डालना चाहते हैं सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर वो हम कभी भी नहीं डाल पाएंगे. So this is very important. That is why program documentation is very important, and in this documentation we have to up to date the documentation in every modification, right? Next, we should have some documentation tools to motivate the overcome of deficiency. It is very important also. See, by this definition we know that कि अगर किसी सॉफ्टवेयर को बना रहे हैं या किसी प्रोग्राम को डेवलप कर रहे हैं, तो उस प्रोग्राम को डेवलप करने में अगर मान लीजिए कि अगर बीच में कोई अगर खामी अगर आती है या कोई अगर प्रॉब्लम होता है, सो वी हैव टू कंसल्ट, इफ वी विल कंसल्ट द प्रीवियस documentation, the documentation will help us to overcome with the deficiency of the program, right? So this is also very important. Next, these applied, what these means, these documentation tools are applied on source program to produce different forms of modification. See, in the analysis phase in SDLC model, हम लोग जो सोर्स प्रोग्राम जो हम लोग बनाते हैं, तो अगर इस डॉक्यूमेंटेशन टूल्स का उस सोर्स प्रोग्राम के ऊपर हम जो अप्लाई करते हैं, सो एट दैट टाइम वी आर गेटिंग डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ मॉडिफिकेशन, राइट? एंड ऑन दोज डिफरेंट फॉर्म ऑफ मॉडिफिकेशन, नाउ वी हैव टू चूज कि which modification will be appropriate and on which modification we have to proceed our software development. So in program documentation इतना ही था. Thank you so much. So next topic in software tools is very important, that is editor. So what do you mean by editor? Editor means sometimes whenever we are writing a program, so we are not sure that our program will be written in only one time correctly. So in some point of time or time to time we have to need some modification, right? So in context of modification, right, we have to have the program where we are writing the program, the editor, the platform where we are writing the program, it must be programmer friendly. Programmer friendly means it must be behave as a text editor. What do you mean by text editor? Text editor is nothing but we can edit the text, right? That is the main concept of editor or text editor. Editor or text editor both are same, right? So text editor means what? We can edit the text. That is known as that is the main role of your text editor, right? So there are several ways for editing a text, right? Or editing a content. So according to this, the editors are mainly classified into 5 categories. First category is known as line editor. Second one is known as stream editor. Third is known as screen editors. Fourth is known as word processor. And fifth is known as structure editors, right? So mainly editors or text editors are classified into these 5 categories. Now I will just try to teach you about these editors separately. So first of all, let's take the example of line editor, right? So how line editor works? Say line editors में क्या होता है? It tries to edit line by line, right? It tries to edit line by line. Now you can ask me how editor knows that we have to edit one line or more than one line. It is a very good question. So every line has a unique number which is associated with that editor. So every line is having separate unique number, and according to that unique number, suppose I am having 5 lines. This is line 1, this is line 2, this is line 3, this is line 4, and this is line 5, right? In programming language, this is a programming language in which I have used 5 lines, and suppose all the things are correct except line number 3. So I have to edit the line number 3. So what will happen? In line number 3, there will be some unique identity number. Suppose I am writing UID. So every line has their own unique identification number, and on the basis of that identification number, I will edit where I have to edit, and rest I will simply leave it. So that is the main concept of line editor. Next, in stream editor, it is superset of line editor. How line editor? It is superset of line editor because in line editor we can only edit line by line of any text. But if I am having bulkier text, or if I am having, say for example, if I am having a long program, right? And in long program, I have to edit some text or some content, right? So at that time, line editor will play not at all important role because it can take more time. So to make or to enhance the performance of editing, instead of line edition or line editors, I will go for stream editor. What does stream editor do? Stream editor can either edit one line or some text or phrases or some content of a program, right? A program. Say for example, where stream editor is used where we have to edit a content of a program. At that time, the stream editor takes the entire program as a stream of a text, and through that the stream editor tries to edit that content where it is required to have any modification. So that is the very important aspects of stream editor. In screen editor, the main advantage of screen editor is what? It is better than line editor and stream editor. How? Because whatever modification that we are doing, we are not getting at the front end, right? Whatever the modification we कर रहे हैं वो हमें दिखता नहीं है. So in screen editor, it is better than line editor and stream editor because यहाँ मैंने लिखा है आपको समझाने के लिए, what you see is what you get, right? आपको जो दिखता है मॉडिफिकेशन के समय, वही चीज आपको एज ए आउटपुट में मिलेगा जब आप उसका आउटपुट लेना चाहेंगे. दैट इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर ऑफ स्क्रीन एडिटर, जो कि लाइन एडिटर और स्ट्रीम एडिटर में पॉसिबल नहीं था, राइट? इसके अलावा और क्या था कि यू कैन यूज द कर्सर, राइट? कर्सर इज अ पॉइंटर, यू ऑल नो that you can use the cursor, and wherever you want to do the modification, just position that cursor, select the thing, and you can modify the content. So the modified content will be get as output to you. That's why I have emphasized on one thing, that what you see is what you get, जो कि line editor और stream editor में नहीं था. Next.
Ready.
So you will see one by one that stream editor is better than line editor, screen editor is better than stream editor. Now I will show you how word editor is better than screen editor. See, we can add some features in word processor. Say in word processor is the first feature is output you will get the output in well formatted hard copy. You will get the output as well formatted hard copy. What does it means? इसका मतलब ये है कि जब भी आप किसी हार्ड कॉपी को लेना चाहेंगे as a print out, so you can set a margin, you can set the indentation, handing or first line indentation. Likewise, whatever you are using in MS Word, the best example of word processors is MS Word. So you can apply any type of indentation in that. After that, you can apply some commands for selecting the text, and you can move the selected text from one place to another place. That is important for you. For example, you can apply cut, copy, paste, right? So you can apply this commands for your selection of some text and move from one place to another place. Third, you can merge the text. You can concatenate the two texts. It is also possible in word processor, which was not possible in earlier editors. Also, the very good example or very good feature of this word processor is your spell check. That means if you are committing some spelling mistakes, so recent word processor will help you to correct the spelling mistake. And if you want to search some content in your document, suppose say for example, if somebody asks you how many the occurs in your document, so the number of iteration or the number of occurrence of the you can well get by applying searching commands. So these are very good features of word processor, which has been helped a lot in the programming areas also. So in the last editor section, in structure editor, it is very important in programmer point of view. Why? Because first, what is this structure editor refers to? Structure editor refers to the awareness of the structure of the document. कि एक document का particularly क्या structure होना चाहिए. That is this awareness should have to have to a programmer, right? Next, text. Structure editor is also very useful in browsing through the document, right? It is very useful. It is very useful in browsing through it documents. Third, the very important, if a programmer wants to edit some structure of function or procedure or any module in a programming file, he can able to do the modification or he can able to edit the structure of function or module or any procedure in any programming language. If it is able to perform these type of tasks, then that comes under the structure editor. So after the ending of editors, I am closing this video here, and in the next video of second system tools, second part, I will start the next topic, that is debug monitors. Till then, thank you very much.